Hi guys, what's up? So let's just start talking about the agenda of today, which is the practice of law as an advocate. So from where should you start your practice? Like if you are hoping to make a career in criminal law, or for that matter, in civil law, then from where should you start your practice? Like from district court or high court, or directly the Supreme Court of India. So what I will tell you, I curate these thoughts and knowledge from the advice of many senior advocates and uh, very great mentor. So yes, so I'm just discussing that thing with you, which I have got the knowledge about. So yes, if you are practicing in criminal law, then firstly you should be well versed with the procedure through the books. You should read the literature nicely and pair act too, so that you can be abreast of the procedure in books. Then you should step out and walk into the courtroom. Then have you should see the you should watch the proceeding, how it takes place. And once you get into a criminal independent practice, or let's say you are working in some good under some good advocate, then you should first observe the proceedings, how they go on. So so bottom line is, so if you are if you are thinking to establish your practice in criminal law, then you should first be the king of the district court, because there that is that is the place where the procedure emanates, actually. Because uh, because uh, when you if you know something about the procedure of trial court, or let's say any district court for that matter, first thing is what first thing is FIR, which is the prerogative of the police. So once police register FIR, then they file a charge sheet. So this is where the work of court begins. And after filing of charge sheet, there is a stage of cognizance which a concerned magistrate takes, before whom the charge sheet was submitted. So after the taking of cognizance, he issues process to the accused person. Then they appear. Then all documents to be given to the accused persons. Then there is a stage of charge hearing, like if charges are made out or not. So if there are no charges that are made out, then it is a case of discharge, or otherwise the court will move on to the framing of charges. Framing of charges done, then comes the stage of prosecution evidence. So whatever the evidence the prosecution side have, they will tender it before the court. And after that, there is a stage of guilty plea of 351 of PNSS, which says that accused will be asked the guilty plea. If he pleads guilty, then there is no further stage, and the court may decide only on the basis of it, and give the judgment. Otherwise, sorry, 351 is the actually I've got a bit confused. 351 is the statement of accused person after prosecution evidence. So yes, sorry, I just got confused. It is the statement of accused person uh, after concluding the prosecution evidence. So 351, if accused has something in defense, then he will produce it through the stage of defense evidence. Then follows the judgment, and thereafter the sentence hearing. If the case is not of acquittal and conviction, it is of conviction. So guilty plea is asked where after the framing of charges, when charges are framed, then he be asked the guilty plea, whether he pleads guilty or not. If he claims trial, then the case or stage of prosecution evidence begins. This thing I should have added before, while I was just briefing about the trial 2 minutes back. So yes, please add there. Uh, okay, this is the procedure of trial. So if you go to district court and if you start practice from district court, so it will flourish, and you will get to know about the trial, what are the intricacies, of the trial. And because you conduct the trial, you do the prosecution evidence, you do the cross examination, you do examination chief, you do witnesses, you do evidences, and you appreciate evidence and you tender the evidences. And these all things are in question in High Court and Supreme Court. So firstly, you should get the well versed with the the procedure. So that is why most seniors advise to start practicing from the district court. Then after 2 3 years of district court, like if you are if you are not, if you are first generation lawyer, then you should work under a good advocate of for 2 3 years, 2 3 good years. Then you should go independent, and in a 2 year or three, you should move to High Court and then the Supreme Court. So this is the basic mechanism, basic formula that everyone used to tell to junior. But what I carved out is that if you begin practicing from High Court, then also I don't think so there is a much big issue or error that you commit. Because what I feel, because I had interned in the district court and the various advocates and in High Court and in Supreme Court also, so I have a fair idea like how to go on. Because most of the advocates are do not do trial, because they do not spend their whole life doing trial and trial. They just start practicing from High Court. They make a good big amount of money, like good money, and their career flourishes. It is not like that you do not know anything and you are just speaking and arguing in High Court, and it is fruitless. It is not at all waste, futile efforts. These are not futile. It is worth complete worth effort. Because while when you start in High Court, actually many people tells there is a question of law and there is a question of fact also. You have to accumulate both the things, and on the basis of that the decision comes. But in the Supreme Court there is solely on the basis of question of law, 90%. And so therefore in High Court, so if anything come in a case that you are not well versed about the procedure, then you can definitely have advice with some good trial court advocate, or you can spend 1 2 months in the trial court in the beginning of your career, so that you can know the procedure. 1 2 months are enough 2 months is enough period to learn the trial court procedure. If you are under some good advocate, then you should start from High Court itself. If you got case in a week also, then it will take around 40 to 50,000, and you will definitely sustain your life in that. In a week, 40 to 50,000, then it increases day by day, month by month. So this is the thing that I would want to discuss with you. So yes, let's end this video here. Let's meet tomorrow with some new agenda, new topic, and till then, bye, take care, bye.